Hi, and welcome back to Artist Management Studios. Today I want to talk about the sales functionality of the application. So, from the dashboard, we're going to navigate over here to Sales. And under Sales, you'll see there's a Sales Dashboard and New Sale. First, if we look at Sales Dashboard, and this is all made up data, but it gives you an example of what you can see. But basically, you will be able to look at every sale and import from Shopify. Now, initially, when you get set up, you're probably going to want to do this, import from Shopify. And when you do this, there's two ways to do this. One, we can automatically uh, import all your sales data from Shopify account, but Shopify limits us to the last 60 days. And I'm assuming you would want to import all of your data. So the other way to do it is to go into Shopify and go to Orders Export, and you can include all your orders. Select plain CSV, export the orders into a CSV, and then drop it here. And once you do that, it'll a button will pop up and you go ahead and import, and all your sales data will be here. Now, once you've got your Shopify account linked to AMS, then every time you get a sale, you won't have to do this again, because now every time you get a sale, it will automatically trigger and push this over to AMS. So when you come here to the sales dashboard, then at that point, you'll be able to, by default, it starts from the beginning of the current year. So current year to date, and you see all of your sales, everything. And based on the channel, so you can look at a consignment, events, wholesale, etc. Give you information, cost of goods sold for that total order, assuming you've got all that information input, and then it'll show you the profit. And of course, you can export that data, and you can also then filter and look at specific channels, or look whether it's active for only for active or voided transactions. Now, this is also useful. This is another part when we're doing events. You do an event sale, and you've got a festival that popped up, and you say, well, I need to assign all of my transactions, all of my sales for that event. So when I go look at the event, I'll see what it was worth. So the easy way to do that is just filter on what dates were the event. So we can filter on March 10th through the 13th and say, okay, well, these are two separate, but let's pretend it was all 3 days. So we can easily filter this from the 10th to the 13th and only see that, and then select it and assign that. Let's go to March 4th or March 10th to the 13th. And then we select all of those. And you see, once I selected those two, I can come here and assign to an event. So I can say, well, that was the Artisan Festival, and then which log, which sales did it fall into? Okay, so let's say it fell into this one. I can do that and assign that, and it will assign all of those sales and all those transactions to that particular festival. And this gives you a great way to track everything that you've done in any event. Now, new sale. Let's assume, remember, for the sales dashboard, once you get this linked up to Shopify, any sale that comes through the Shopify POS gets automatically logged into AMS. But there are going to be times where you get transactions that come through different channels, where maybe you'd have an event sale where you've only collected cash, or you've done a consignment sale and they're not in the system yet. You didn't do it through POS. So you can easily say, well, all right, let's do an event sale. It was Spring Craft Market, Continue to cart, and then you can select the products, how many you sold, keep adding that to your list, review, and submit. And you just added those sales to that particular event, or consignment or wholesale. In short, this is an easy way for you to keep track of all of your sales.